Hi guys, Larry with Kilo again, and we're talking about multis today. The multivitamin, multi-mineral. I've really never recommended a multi to someone and had them ask me, what's that, right? We all know what a multi is. So what we found is the most important part about a multi is whether or not the body absorbs it. There are a lot of multis on the market that are designed to be taken once a day, and they're in a little tablet that's supposed to have everything you'll ever need for that day, right? Well, the research has shown that some of those, and I'm not going to say all of them, but some of those don't necessarily break down that well, and the body doesn't absorb the nutrients that are in them very well. So what's most important, again, is the absorption of the nutrients that are in your multi. So if you're looking at something like this, the multi for men or the multi for women from Kilo, it is a highly absorbable combination of nutrients. What you see in a lot of the other formulas, maybe those once per day ones, you'll see something like a magnesium oxide or a zinc oxide. Now those are minerals bound with another compound that converts that molecule into something the body just can't absorb very well. So what they found instead is if you take something like that mineral magnesium and you bind it with an amino acid like glycine, in this case it's a magnesium bisglycinate, and they found that when it's bound with that amino acid, it's absorbed very, very well. So we're not so interested in what's on the label as far as magnesium content. We're more interested in the form of that mineral compound. So we want them bound with amino acids. Maybe they're bound with lysine or arginine or glycine. And when they are combined with those compounds, they are very well absorbed because they're absorbed almost like proteins. What they found, those other ones like magnesium oxide or zinc oxide, they're basically absorbed kind of like rocks. They just are not well absorbed. In fact, they often just pass right through the body and never get broken down. So we want to make sure that we're taking a highly absorbable form. In addition to that, we'll target them. So there'll be a multi for men and a multi for women. So what's the big difference? Most of the nutrients are going to be the same. Your vitamins and minerals are going to be very similar, but there's some added herbs in there. Specifically in the case for men, you'll see something like saw palmetto and pumpkin and tribulus, and those are good for men's hormone health as well as prostate health. So that's really important for men, especially as men are aging. And in the multi for women, you'll see things like red clover and chasteberry and wild yam, and those are good for women's hormone levels and women's balance of things like estrogen. So we want to make sure we're taking ones that are targeted and that'll have additional benefits depending on gender. So the most important thing when you're looking at a multi, don't just look at that simple label of how much of a compound is in there. You have to ask, can my body absorb it in that form? And that's the most important part.